Good evening, everyone, and welcome to round 2 of the RSF1 season, of the second RSF1 season. I'm Primus Gaming, and joined with me once again is my good friend Element Snow, aka RSF1 Skadoosh. How are you doing, mate?
Hello, how are you? I'm a bit tired today.
Yeah, he's had a bit of a hard day, guys, so if you hear a little bit of tiredness in Skadoosh's voice, excuse him. Trust me, I know them days. I've had them days where I come on, I'm a little bit tired, but we still got a job to do. So
done, hasn't it?
Obviously, the season's already on its second round. I know we've only just dealt with Australia. So a little guess for you, because I know you do a little bit of homework sometimes, Element. Who do you think is going to be a real contender today? Because it's just a little bit like a premonition, because we have got a little moment while the drivers are still gathering. But who do you feel is going to be real contenders for tonight?
I think it's going to be a couple, to be fair. We have the Devil. He looks pretty quick around here, from what I've seen. And apparently, he's setting up the times there. We have Science as well, who's contest. He's up there as well.
I'm guessing you're trying to say consecutively setting good times as well.
That's it. Yeah. Anyway, but we also have Massa, No Shells. We can't forget about Shane on his good day.
Yeah, the previous race winner.
Yeah. But I think the Devil, if he can do what he did Australian qualifying, he'll be good. It's just to make sure it doesn't, ruin it in the race like it did last week.
Well, it's just a matter of waiting and seeing, because not everyone's invincible. Because do remember last year in the F2 division, I don't know if you were watching, because there was mainly me and Bodder on last year. Shout out to Bodder, by the way. Is because it was Skunk Burner and Magic Marks, and it was either one of them two winning all the time until Skunk took a break. Then Mark started taking a load of wins. And then one day, Magic Marks just has a bad race, and it all goes completely weird. New people at the top, because when the usual top contenders are out, it really does spice everything up for the midfield drivers. But right now, we haven't been able to put a finger on who's the fastest at the moment. Because I know the Devil's quite quick. No Showers used to be a F1 driver. But I'd say once we get a few races in, we'll get a full understanding. But not everyone liked Australia. So we can't really say, oh yeah, they are the fastest, because everyone's got a weak track and everyone's got a strong track. I'd say eventually when we get to a point where no one's strong and no one's weak on a track is where you can see true pace and maybe who's probably going to seem the quickest out of a lot of them. But we are currently waiting for the drivers to ready up. We've only got 16 cars at the moment on the grid. Just giving it a moment. Wait, what?
Look at the hill at the bottom with us. How they go?
I think he might have accidentally pressed the wrong button. There he is. He's in his Ferrari.
Just starts it. It just joins under the commentary box. Would you imagine that?
Hello, lads. We've got 17 cars now. All right, lads. All right, geezer.
Right.
Actually, I do that every time I go into work with a colleague. Every time it's only me and him when we see each other. I'm just like, I'm coming through and he hears, all right, geezer. Yeah, every time. It's like we did it in our old job, because we both used to work in Waitrose, and I used to be on a deli and he used to be on the bakery. So every time we'd see each other, I was like, all right, guys, and then eventually he left, and that really bummed me out because he was actually really good at his job. Then they dumped his work on me. Then I had the pressure of the work there, and then what was happening with my dad's health, and it just didn't really balance well. And then he got a new job at the hospital that I'm working in now. Like he was there for a long while, and then I found out he was working there because my mother works there, and she's just like, "Do you know such and such?" I'm like, "I'm not going to say his name, obviously for respect on live streaming." And she's like, "Such and such." It's like, "Yeah, he used to work in Waitrose with you," and I was like, "Oh, he is." And then ever since, when I find out whereabouts he's working, we always just, we'll muck about, Well, obviously, trying to keep professional,
Back about?
We've got patience.
Oh, that's not good enough.
What, you want us to just throw stuff around, just yeet, and then just... Yep.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to hit you there. Just someone with a wheelchair. Right,
Oh, sorry, I
anyway.
didn't mean to hit you with that apple.
Wait, what? Why is the RSF1 battle just put Rip Kobe Bryant?
Kobe!
Wait, no, generally, wait, let me look. Right, anyway, Q1.
I don't think Kobe Bryant's... you know, if he has, and oh my god. But I think it's just as a joke, because obviously some people say Kobe and some people say Yeet, but lately it's been Yeet more.
Oh my god, he's dead. He died today.
What? You're joking? Kobe Bryant passed
No,
away?
generally, this Sun just put it, Independent just put it. Kobe Bryant dead at 41, NBA legend killed along with at least 4 others in helicopter
Wait, what happened
crash.
Oh no!
Right. That is very unfortunate.
No,
Oh my
Kobe!
God, I can't believe it.
Well, let's start the stream off a little bit gloomy. Obviously, we're in practice for the F2 division, but before we begin, we'd like to say, you know, our hearts, you know, our thoughts and our prayers go to everyone in, you know, and their families involved in the helicopter crash, Kobe Bryant and the other people that were in the helicopter crash. So, RSF1 sends out our, you know, our thoughts and our prayers to everyone who lost loved ones within the crash. You know, we've got to keep the professionalism, you know, because obviously a lot of people were fans of Kobe, and then suddenly he gets in a horrible accident.
Oh,
but anyways, yeah,
right.
it's tragic, but you know, it happens. You know, one day you could be good, and you could have a freak accident, or health could happen, like, you know. But we got to make sure we don't let the gloom take over. We, you know. We've only just began Q1, and I know a lot of people did really like Kobe. So
right, anyway, let's
yeah,
talk about something else. Let's talk about F1. So, we have the two Haas here coming across the second to last straight, and they're doing the exact same thing they did in Australia. They're bloody towing each other again, with Massa towing Toby round. Just love it.
I like how Massa's. If you get a good look at Massa's helmet, Massa's helmet actually matches his car really well, because obviously no one wanted to go for something that matches the Haas car.
I love it when that happens.
You know, what you match your helmet to like how the car looks.
Yeah, it just looks so much sexy. But Massa.
Oh, calm down. You know, do you want to take a moment to quickly go to the toilet? You know, go for
take a breather.
Quick little Johnny Quango.
Yeah. Anyway, Toby, I love the back on Massa here on his lap. But to be fair,
I don't think the toe worked out like they wanted it to.
Well, the thing is, they're both on a lap, so it's not like it's actually going to work perfectly. I think they made a mistake here. But anyway, they're still going.
Right now, Massa is still giving the toe to Bitsy, but Bitsy actually went off a little bit in the mid-sector, because it looks like he got a bit of the dirty air while trying to stay on the back of his teammate. So the Hasses are playing a different strategy than I thought they would. Thank you for the 22 viewers, by the way. Pardon me. Luckily, I don't actually have that bad of a cough, because last week I kept having to mute the microphone because I kept on having the cough, but like the coughing's been less prominent, so I'm definitely getting better.
But
anyways,
Massa
from Massa crosses the line with a 127.9. I don't know if that's a good lap. You know, that's the baseline at the moment. But Bitsy did a 128.3. So that's what's been set at the moment. Obviously, normally the first lap of the race is normally the baseline, and if no one can beat that, then that could generally be a really good lap to keep Massa up there. Because Josh Season 4, as me and Bod like to call him, did a 128.3, Shane a 128.4, so that could actually be a potentially really fast lap that was set by RSF1 Massa.
Well, I've been told that the sort of F2 sort of, like, you know, the best key three is a 27.4.
Oh, so a 127.9 is actually a generally really quick lap.
Oh,
wow.
Right, anyway,
so
no shells. The other runoff gets 128.7. I feel right. I'm going to say something quickly. I feel really bad for Shane after what happened in Australia. Because since last Sunday, people have just been taking the mick out of him, saying, "Oh my gosh, Shane, I can't believe you're in the party. Oh, I can't believe you're racing next week. I thought you would still be in your bloody grid spot in Australia. Because of what
Oh,
happened.
you can't give
But
anyone shit
I
for that,
just
you
want
know.
to say I feel
Like,
bad for him, bless him. Rhombus.
yeah.
But anyway.
Well, anyway, so it's a current 1-2 for Haas, 3-4 for Mercedes, and then right now we're on board with RSF1 Brundle, who's now making his way through the third sector.
Oh, Marco.
The Devil. Oh, there you go. DRM Marco Polo, a 128.4, and IOT a 128.6. So Toro Rosso, they're getting up there. But Brundle in the Ferrari, he's looking quite quick. He got a Renault in front of him. That's a Renault of Shane. Speaking of Devil, who we were just talking about a moment ago. Let's see what the Ferrari of Brundle can do. And Brundle crosses that. Oh, wow! A 128 points! No, 127.8. I got the 798 wrong way around. But there you go. Well, it seemed like a really quick lap set by Massa. Got beaten by Brundle. So that's a really good lap. But now we've got Schumacher and then Damon Hill as well. I know his name is D Hill, but come on, you know he's inspired it off of RSF1 Damon Hill. So, you know, I just call it Damon Hill. You know.
I don't know who Damon Hill is. Sorry. Nah, sorry.
Damon Hill's an old F1 driver.
I really just your reaction.
I was gonna say, if you didn't know who he was, then why are you in an F1 league? I mean, like, fair enough, he wasn't as like a huge name as like Senna and Schumacher and like, you know, but like Damon Hill was quite a decent driver. Actually, I'm surprised about. Oh, right. Look at that! DRM Marco puts himself in the third place with 128.2, so he improved. That sends both the Mercs down. They're still together.
Yep. They're still coupling up. Right, let's have a look. What's happened here? Right.
So let's have a look at
Schumacher's about to start his lap.
Hill's actually just begun his lap.
Okay, we'll go with him.
We're going over the hairpin quite nicely. Actually, I think I remember everyone's favourite moment of this track in real life is the famous battle in 2014, you know, between Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg, because they stayed side by side for like over half a lap. Actually, I think it was like a lap and a half.
That was when on the weigh-in and stuff, when they were getting their hats and stuff or the drinks, they weren't even looking at each other or anything. They were that annoyed with each other.
Yeah. I think it was Lewis Hamilton that actually stayed ahead because Nico Rosberg only just missed out.
Yeah.
And also Adrian Sutil, I think that was Adrian Sutil, who got flipped over by Pastor Maldonado going into turn 1.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that famous moment when you had like a flying, barrel rolling Sauber.
Flying car.
Flying car. And then
Sito, I love him.
So
Sito, his dad was from Uruguay. Anyway, very quickly on the chat, we have quite a lot of people, but we have Wyvern Low saying, "Well done, Team Williams. Williams on a holiday."
The Williams team. Oh yeah, I noticed what happened to Williams. Hill sets a 128.4, by the way. Let's have a look at Schumacher. Oh, Schumacher! He was on a lap, but he's gone slow. But now we've got his teammate, Tomic Bresner, so currently run other cars that haven't set laps as RSF1 signed, Man with the Cash, Tomic Bresner, and Jay Slee.
Rosina's not on a lap, he pulled out. He's back on 0, isn't he?
So they're having a little bit of a slow start to Q1. However, Massa, he's just come back out onto his outlap. He's behind to Bitsy, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, he's actually behind his teammate again.
No shout.
This time it looks like
No shout gets third.
Oh, Man with the Cash gets fourth. 128.2 from the racing point of the Man with the Cash. I'm used to him in a Ferrari, so to see him in a racing point, you know, it's still a little bit weird. But no shouts, a 128.1. A really quick time there from the Renault. But right now it's Ferrari on top with Haas in second. Oh, what's happening?
Shane just went into pits without a front wing. Did he crash out? He's still right though, he's still going, but he just did have a front wing, so I don't know what the hell's going on there.
He's still in the session though, because obviously, as you guys know, if you crash out in Q1, even if you're like, say you're P5 and you did really good, you crashed out in Q1, because you DNF'd, you know, you had terminal down and you're not going to Q2. Everything's still good there.
Sights. Yeah.
There's a little lag spike there from the game. I didn't know if that was the stream or if that was just the driver I was spectating.
For me, it's alright. I'm watching Science and then Jace Lee's behind him right now.
And let's have a look at Science.
What the hell's going on here? The flags. It all seems fine to me. But Science, yeah, he's on a lap. He's in the middle sector now. He's behind Massa, which I don't know if he wants to be behind Massa at this point right now.
Well, Jace Lee, let's have a look at Jace Lee, because he's currently in P17. He's at the back of the grid.
For this track,
and
because,
he's now...
you know... Sorry.
Look on.
For this track, because it's a weird one, isn't it? It's raced at night, but the tyre wear is still pretty bad. It's still in the desert, isn't it? So,
yeah.
What would you say is the best strategy for this, for going into Q2?
Well, considering, as you know, higher temperatures that can affect the... Oh my God, Massa, a 1:27.7. That was a good lap from Massa. And I think that was also given the toe from his teammate.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Dude.
Yeah. So good move there from the Haas cars, because it's now 1-2 from Mr. T. You know,
the Devil
his
gets
commentating
fourth.
name.
Sainz gets fifth.
Oh, there's the Devil.
Jace Lee
puts himself up there. Oh, Jace Lee's put himself out of the elimination zone though, because right now in the danger zone of being knocked out is Schumacher and Stretch.
Yep. Danger zone. But anyway, we have Ajax, who's 15. Right, we have Easton, who says, "Hi, Element. Goodbye." Thor says, "Essere Ferrari." Is that French? Oh, what's happened?
Oh! Wait, is Brundle retired from the session on his own accord? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he. To be fair, if I was a Haas, right, they were 5th and 6th at the time, weren't they? 5th and 6th or 6th or 7th. Would you have retired, or I don't really... If I was me, and I was them two, I wouldn't have gone out to set an even quicker time, because I was already safe.
Well, it's completely up to them, because if they're on a softer strategy, then they have the tyres to spare. So that means they can still use the mediums and the hard compound tyres, they just don't have as many. But that means they've got more softs to burn in the qualifying, if they feel the need to do so. But this track, however, I think I remember I was in this track. Oh, the Devil! The Devil suddenly just jumps up with a faster time of 1:27.6. Oh my God!
Are you kidding me?
The Devil, like, he was very quick in Australia, and he's just proven he's quick again. We thought Massa and Mr. T were doing really great with their, like, you know, providing toe to each other, and then
Can I just say
that
was without toe as well? That was without toe.
That was all on his own. Like, he had bad luck though, because the Devil seemed like he was in control in Australia, and then he made contact with the wall, and then oh, look at that! Schumacher gets third. Schumacher gets a 1:27.740, which is just 6.
Here comes Ajax.
Hundredths of a
Ajax
second.
6.
No, thousandths. Oh yeah, Ajax did pretty good. Look at that. Toro Rosso, top 6. Nice one. And he's put Sainz and No Charles down. The previous race winner is in currently 9th place. And Sainz, he's ahead of him.
So we now have D Hill and Stretch and Shane on 15th. So they're going to have to go out and set some laps. Actually, Shane's on a lap, so is D Hill. Whereabouts are they? D Hill is the one.
Have a look at Shane.
D Hill's the one that's about to cross the line. D Hill, so to get D Hill, then Schumacher. No, then Shane, what am I on about? No, Stretchy boy.
So, Hill in the Ferrari is actually going into the pits.
Ooh. And he forgot to brake. Going into the pits.
Oh, and Shane as well. Shane's going into the pits.
I know what they're doing.
WR Stretch stays out.
This
is 7th place! WR Stretch goes from pretty much bang on dead last, and he's now in P7. That's very good work there from Stretch.
I can bet you anything. I can bet you anything right now. Easton's going to put something on the track to do with the Red Bull. Yeah, told you.
Yep,
Yes,
there it
Red
is.
Bull.
Yes, Red Bulls! You just see that. Because right now, RSF1 Sainz and Stretch will be making it into Q2, so a very
Stretchy
good
baby.
performance by the Red Bull.
Stretch your baby. Massa puts
So right now,
himself
Massa
into...
has retired from the session.
Yep.
Schumacher is
Everyone's
going in. I think Schumacher is, he's good where he's at.
Yeah, Remarco's on that
time.
apparently.
Yep. Schumacher is on his... who's going out, sorry? Like that. There you are, Marco. So currently now it's WR Stretch.
Ooh,
who's
he's down
out
the
of track
time.
still with DRM Marco. Ooh, Marco going a little bit wide there on the hairpin. He missed the apex, but he's still going. You got Hail King Tomo. So let's have a look at people cheering on certain teams. So obviously, RSF1 Racing, I think I already know who's in control of that. It's Bodder. Bodder, he's cheering on his fellow team, Go Toro Rosso, because he is a Toro Rosso driver in the F4 division. You've got Ford cheering on the Ferrari, and you've got Tomo cheering on the Alfa Romeo, and Easton cheering on the Red Bull. Oh, look at that, RSF1 Vettel, he's cheering on the Renault, so there's quite a lot of mixed fans about.
Go Racing Point. Goes, says Günther. Oh.
Yeah. So it's nearing the end of Q1. So what we'll do is at the end of Q1, we'll invite one of the drivers in to ask them about their session. So obviously, depending on who's retired, who's knocked out of the session.
Oh my God, the top six are all retired.
The Devil's sitting comfortably up there. Right now, you've got WR Stretch, Jace Lee in 8th, Stretch in 7th, Sainz 9th, No Showers 10th, Bresner 11th, Josh Season 4 12th, Mandakash 13th. He was 3rd at one point. That was on 14th.
And goes 12th.
So Mandakash is now pushed down to 14th. Murray 12th, Josh Season 4 13th, Marco 15th. He's literally nearing the border of the danger zone. Shane and Damon Hill are both in danger of being knocked out. Damon's now just began his lap, while Shane is now beginning his. So right now it's a matter of one wrong move and they're out of the session. What's happened?
That was close. Man with the catches on a lap, and I think it was Marco. Darren Marco was coming out of the second to last corner, and he was literally on the racing line. He just moved out of the way the last second. That could have been ugly, to say the least. Man with the cash. This is top 7.
Yeah, man with cash. He's now P7. He's safe because even the amount of drivers of
Marco.
Josh Season might have just retired too preemptively because he is currently in danger. If Shane or Hill set a faster time than Josh, they will be safe. But they need to be a 1:28.2 to be for certain. So this is looking very, very tight. Let's keep an eye on Damon because he's currently the car who's closest to actually go. I think he's actually up on his time as well. We might be seeing Josh Season 4 being knocked out of Q1. Can the
He's 3
can we
tenths
get
up
2
his,
Ferraris? Can we get 2 Ferraris into Q2? Here's where it really matters. Can Damon Hill get himself out of this predicament in Q1? He can! He goes 6th fastest! Damon Hill makes it into Q2. Now we look at Shane.
Here comes Shane.
Here is the real
From
important
the last
part.
corner, he's going to open that
Could both
DRS
the
of
Mercedes
love.
be knocked out?
Oh!
And he does it! Both the Mercedes are
Ferraris.
out of Q1!
He splits the Ferraris. Here comes Sainz. Sainz get 5th. Sainz got the pace.
Oh
And
my
Jace Lee's coming in.
Oh my god! And Bresner was just borderline about to be knocked out.
So we've lost a
And
team
he
merge.
just makes it through. So we lost both the Mercedes in Q1. So really good work there from Signs, and I actually have to say very good work there from Shane and Hill. The pressure was on, they coped with that pressure, and they got themselves out of that little bit of a problem that they were in. So that is the classifications for Q1. So the Devil takes top, Massa second, Schumacher third, to Bitsy fourth. We got Signs fifth, Brundle sixth, Shane seventh. Oh. I was reading that.
Wait, which one of the two mates should we invite?
Let's get Murray in, considering he was literally just about there. But there you go, that's the classifications. Actually, I'll go from bottom to top. So, Season 4, 17th, Murray 16th, Bresner 15th, No Shouts 14th, Jay Sleeve 13th, Stretch 12th, Mama Cash 11th, Iotes 10th, Marco 9th, Damon Hill 8th, Shane 7th, Brundle 6th, Signs 5th to Bitsy 4th, RSF1 Schumacher 3rd, Massa 2nd, and the Devil takes the top in the McLaren. So let's get Murray into the chat. That's if he has a microphone.
I've been invited him. I don't know if he's going to join, but let me quickly go on to the chat. We have Thomas saying, "Come on, Bresner, come on, Schumacher, bring the point home." So it looks like.
And also he's saying, "Come on, Primus." What are you saying? Come on for? I'm not driving. I'm not driving today. I'm driving tomorrow.
He's your biggest. You're the best commentator. Oh wait, what?
Oh, is he cheering me on?
He says, haha, Mercedes staying near the bottom. Look, Mercedes.
Well, the Mercs staying there. The Verstappen frontline speed. Right, so here is where we're going to see some interesting strategies being played, because No Shouts and Hill are going onto the hard compound tyres. Marco, the Devil, Iotes, Brundle, Bitsy and Jay Slee are on the medium compound tyres. Meanwhile, everyone else is on the softs. So, interesting plays coming from everyone. So, looks like first out on track is Mr. T. And this time, he's not accompanied by Massa. So let's have a little look at Bitsy and how he's going to be doing. Got 41 viewers. Thank you for 41 viewers on the stream.
Right, looks like Murray didn't want to join.
Let's invite Josh Season 4. If he doesn't want to join, then looks like no one's being interviewed for Q1. We give him the fair opportunity. If Murray doesn't want to join, we'll get Josh in. Oh, it looks like everyone's all having a nice little chat. Vettel having a little bit, not Vettel, Verstappen having a bit of banter with Easton and Jay Locker, actually. Well, looks of it. Everyone's having a little bit of a laugh. But yeah, none of those Mercs join. If none of those Mercs join... Oh, no, there you go. I just said it, Mr. T out, no Massa. There's Massa.
That's great.
Ben is balling. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant, August 23rd, 1978 to January 26th, 2020. DRM Marco. Very nice tribute there to the late NBA basketball player. We will see a dedication post to send our condolences on the social media, which is going to be at Racing Series F1 on Twitter and Racing Series F1 on Instagram. We might be putting up a tribute post. Obviously, I think he just gave him a little bit of toe for the most part. But yeah, obviously, it's not nice to hear that. Anyone. Passing away and serious stuff. But there's nothing that can be done at the end of the day. Unfortunately, it's happened. It's the same with the whole thing with that coronavirus in China. Also, hoping that everyone is okay in China. As you know, that the virus has been quite harsh. I think it's already taken 26 people so far, and thousands of cases. They're actually speed rushing hospitals. Did you know? I think one hospital's got 8 or 9 different construction crews working on it to get it built in a matter of days. Yeah.
Wow, that must be good. Right. Anyway,
Here we are,
very
to
quickly.
Bitsy. He's first to set time. What was you about to say there?
I'll read it after.
Sorry?
Don't worry about it. But what did he do? He just ran on the RS on he 28.
28.5. That's actually pretty good. On
No
the
shots.
mediums.
29.4 on the hards. Ooh.
That's really good.
Massa 36.6. So it looks like
I
he's
think
got
Massa purposely went out on the soft compound tyre because he's just going to give a little bit of assistance to Toby, but now he's going to go back to the pits, and I imagine he's going to be. I'm actually guessing he's going to put on the hards. If Toby's going for the mediums, I think Massa's going to change it about and go on the hards, because I used to do that with my previous teammate Alco Saints. We sort of went for a different strategy.
Mixes up a little bit. Right, very quickly, we have Verstappen, who can't spell. Come on, Devil and Jace Lee, I have you my frontline speed with you.
Here we are, signed. He's the next person who's actually going to cross the line for the moment. And RSF1 signed. He's slowed down before the line.
Yeah, I know what he's doing. He's gonna. The only reason he's doing that is so he has a bunker lap, and you can see like the times he's doing. And so when he goes out on the mediums or hards, he can see if he's improving or not. If he's staying up with the softs run. Just to give him an idea, basically. I always do that anyway. That's what Massa's done as well.
Snow, give Rebby boy a wave. You've been asked.
I'm waving.
Guess a wave. Snow, give us a wave. Snow.
I can never say no to Rebby. Right,
Here we
anyway.
are, man with the cash. He's going around the last corner. Let's see how Racing Jason, Rev and Kevin.
Racing point.
Oh, he's going
Yes,
into the
okay.
pits.
That's gonna hurt.
He goes Rev and Kevin.
Here we go. Moricon on the Twitch is set. Moricon here. Frustratingly made a mistake on my final lap and lost 3/10. Watch the nerve in the race. Okay. I watched the match.
Do you have a microphone? Murray,
Murray,
do you have a mic? Because if you want, we've invited you to come onto the podium for an interview if you want to. Oh, we'll give you that moment to decide. You don't have to if you don't want to. If you'd rather not, that's fine. So here we go, Schumacher.
No shots to steal
he
out
is
on
now-
those hards.
He's doing pretty well. He's on a 129.4 on the hard compound tyre. Schumacher.
Well, the Brazilians on a lap. I have a terrible
Third.
throat at the moment. Maybe
Oh,
next
there's
week. That's
Shane!
fine, mate.
Shane takes top of a 127.9.
Why is he stop? He's not going to beat that on his mediums.
And Nathan, Murray Con, but his name's Nathan on the Twitch stream. He says, I have a terrible throat at the moment, maybe next week. That's completely fine, mate. So let's carry on with the qualifying session.
How do you feel about it, bud?
And yeah, I hope you feel better as well. I know the feeling. I had that sore throat the other week. It's,
Oh, Brazilian!
oh, we lost Bresner! Bresner is out of Q2! What happened to Bresner? I didn't get spectated.
He was coming round the right-hander in the middle sector, and then I think he just put too much power on the throttle and he just lost it completely. So that is a
yeah, there he is.
shame. Yeah, that is the biggest shame ever. Shame. RSF1 Racing says, Shane, you sandbagger, and then with a laughing at me. Come on, Brundle and Hill for right for the win. The Alpha's bottled it. Lol. So did you
Well,
on
not really,
Tuesday, you
because
tit.
one Alpha's still in it. One Alpha's still in. Schumacher's in the top 5. Look at that. Iox is actually 4th. The Devil's 2nd to Bitsy 3rd. Iox 4th. Mass is actually in P11, but he's now gone on to those medium tyres, so he's not going for the opposite strategy like I thought he would.
Confusingly, says Murray, confusingly my gamer tag is Murray Khan because I get Xbox Live from my brother. My actual name is Nathan. Oh, hello, Nathan. Go B Toro says
Jace Lee! Look at that! Jace Lee 3rd, behind his teammate. Sorry to cut in, but look at that!
Wow,
Really good
so
work
Shane's
there from
retired. He's
Jace
pulled
Lee.
that day there. Jace Lee.
Yeah.
Still nice. The two McLarens are looking good. Very quickly, we have Easton babbling on about something. We have Fred there saying, "Go on, Shane, my man, right there." The house of our battle. What are you gonna put? Because it's covered up with asterisks. It is. Oh, run up for the fudging win. Verstappen get back on Jace Lee. I said it with a lisp. So I don't know what's going on right now. The chat is going mental. Anyway, we have Verstappen.
Everyone's loving all the drivers. But right now we're on board with RSF1 Brundle, who's currently P14 and has not set a time behind the Mohammed Cash, who still hasn't set a time as well. So let's keep an eye on how Brundle's going to do. He's looking like he's pretty quick at the moment. Most mediums.
He has Jace Lee to his right. That's good. Here we go then. What can he do? He's gonna have. Is he gonna have enough ERS to go all the way to the line? I think he might just run out. But anyway, puts a throttle down the last corner. He's gonna open the RS. Look at his set on his time. Oh,
P3! A Ferrari's definitely making it into Q3 if they can keep that form going. So now Brundle is in P3. But can Hill put himself out of this danger area because he's in P10? If any of the Red Bulls, Massa or Mamakash go faster,
he's on the mediums.
He's on the mediums.
Yeah. I was looking at best.
Let's look at Massa actually, because Massa's on the lap.
Go on, man. Let's do it.
There you are. He's around the last corner. Let's see what Massa can do. Mr. T's in 5th, but can his teammate get himself into the top 10? P2!
Oh!
128.2! What a lap from Massa!
This guy's different gravy.
On K-Mag, none of the Williams are actually racing today. Both Williams are not here. So we have a Williams-free F1 race for today.
That's unfortunate to see, but anyway, we must go on. The show must go on. We have Dior and Marco on that. No, he's not.
He's ran out of fuel.
Yeah, and that's not going to be good, as he's actually using those meat. He's trying to cut that. He's just trying to cut that. Toby's retired.
I mean, yeah. Actually, that could be a little bit too preemptive there from Mr. T.
As there might be some drivers going out the softs, like strain.
So I mean, Marco there. He's limping back to the pits. Let's have a look who's on the lap. Brundle is still on the lap. No, they're on... Oh, no, Brundle's gone in. Is Massa going for... No, he's not going for another one. His fuel light's on. I don't think he's got enough fuel. Yep, there you go. So, Brundle's retired from the session in P4. Right now, we don't know if that's safe because everyone's been cheering on Sainz lately, as Element has said. Sainz is looking really quick today. WR Stretch has actually been doing really good, so it'll be interesting to see what Stretch can pull out the hat.
Well, I think it's going to be pretty cool. I think it's going to be pretty
Jesus
good.
Christ.
Between the two Reynolds.
So let's have a look at Damon Hill, the other Ferrari, because right now, Brundle's P4, he is probably going to stay in Q3 because he can't just say he's safe because he could get knocked down. Kebab!
You're making me so hungry.
Arse from racing. Hill is now going through the second. He's just gone past the second sector, but he's actually 6/10 up on his time.
Ooh.
So he's looking pretty quick now.
He did do that. He did do those times on the hard. Just remember.
So he could make up even more time in the last corner. Can the Ferrari of Damon Hill make himself safe for Q3? Can both the Ferraris protect his P7? He's P7. Right now, a load of drivers actually going on insurance laps because Schumacher.
That's a big question. Coming around the last corner, he is going to open.
He's actually crossing it.
Now, Mama the Cash is going to get a... Why is he going to get 10?
P10! He might be in danger of being knocked out! Both the Red Bulls are now going to cross the line.
Stretchy baby.
Stretch Round the
And
last
Sainz
corner.
right behind him.
Stretch. He gets. He
Doesn't
doesn't.
make it.
Stretch
Sainz.
gets P4. No, Sainz gets P4. Stretch doesn't go faster.
That's so lucky for the Stretchy baby.
Look
Oh,
at
no
that,
fouls on a lap.
Sainz instantly through to Q3, because I don't know if anyone's going to beat P4. Right now, Brundle, I think Brundle's going to be safe. Both the Ferraris might just
I'll
make
get above
it
Toby.
in if Hill is safe. Yeah, Mr. T could be in real danger.
Right, anyway.
Look at that, no Charles. He's actually on a lap at the moment. No, he's on an out lap, sorry. He is definitely going to try and maybe secure himself into the top 10. Jace Lee, he's retired in P6. Actually, no, Schumacher's on a lap right now. Because Hill is obviously on a cooldown. It's looking very scary for Hill, because if he doesn't... because obviously he can't go back into the pits and set fast, put on a new
I think man with
tyres.
the cash, if he hasn't got any more fuel, he's out.
Yeah, the man with the cash is looking like he's in a lot of danger right now. Schumacher, P10, he is on the border of being knocked out, but I think this insurance lap is going to stop him from falling that far down the pecking order. But
Very
right now,
quickly,
10
Schumacher's
seconds remain.
coming into the last sector on his lap. He's on the softs, so it looks like he's going to try and
He is on the
get through on the
softs.
softs. I think he will. 6 tenths
But
up
then
at a
again,
time.
Schumacher took a gamble last season in...
No Charles gets
second! Whoa!
Yes. Look at the gap between him and Shane. And he's on the mediums.
Oh, and Schumacher, he's now going to cross the last corner. Is he going to get into Q3?
Oh!
He goes fastest! 127.7 faster than Shane. Schumacher, top of the board. Is Hill safe? Because Iotes and Marco are currently the only cars that can put Hill down.
Hill's got no more fuel or something. He's not doing a lap, but Iotes, he's on a lap. and
They're
so
actually
is
giving each
Marco.
other tow.
So both
Iotes has got
Toro Rossos.
Iotes has got DRM in tow.
Yeah.
Oh, this is looking close.
He's so
Can
close.
they
to
both get Q3?
He gets out of the way.
Although Iotes has let him go by. I don't think
Okay.
Iotes is going to make it into Q2. So does that mean it's all for the Marco?
So Iotes, I think, just took one for the team and said, "Buddy, make me proud."
All the
Anyway.
pressure's on.
If he doesn't make it, it's going to be a big bottle. But anyway, come around the last corner.
Last
He's
corner,
going to get
Marco.
that DRS on. What can he set? Can he get into Q3? Yes,
He does it!
Fourth.
Marco gets P4, and that unfortunately sets Hill out of Q2 by just a hair. That's a
Couple of hairs.
really sour taste left in the Ferrari driver's mouth as he is now out of Q2. He will not be in Q3, and that is it. That is the result of Q2. So we'll
Who should
have a
we get
little
in?
look at the... we'll wait for the classifications to pop up, and then we'll
Of
have a
course.
little look and see who can pop in for a nice little chat. So that is the list at the moment. So why don't we actually get Hill in, because he just borderline missed out.
Yeah.
So Tomek Bresner 15th, Stretch 14th, 13th Man with a Cash, 12th Iotes, 11th Hill, 10th Mr. T, 9th Jay Slee, 8th Brundle, 7th Signs, 6th The Devil, 5th Massa, 4th Marco, 3rd No Shows, 2nd Shane, and in first place in Q2 is Schumacher. And welcome to the party, Hill. Make sure your audio is included.
Hello.
Hello. So obviously, welcome to the comms box, the virtual comms box. You had a little bit of a bad end to Q2 there, because for a moment you looked like you was going to go through with your teammate Brundle, but then at just the very last moment the Toro Rossos gave tow. Well, Iotes gave tow to Marco. And then suddenly, Marco puts himself in the top 10 and just you in 11th place. But how do you feel for the race?
I feel alright for the race. My last run, I was a tenth and a half up, come out the S section and ran over the curb and invalidated my lap. So I was going for another run at the death of it, but I invalidated. I was up. If I'd have kept the time that I'd gained, it would have gone through, but there's 3 people on softs, so they can be pitting early. Potentially that's a 2-stop. I don't think you can pull a 1-stop off starting on softs. I use softs anyway, but I'm looking forward to the race. I'm feeling confident.
How do you feel about your teammate Brundle? Because he is looking like he's pretty quick for today. Are you hoping that Ferrari can score some good points, or maybe even potentially a podium?
Brundle's looking quite good. He said before the race that he's not done any soft runs, so his time on the soft tyres is unknown. So I suppose we'll see what he can do.
True potential could be seen there from Brundle maybe, but just a quick question now, because obviously it's really the beginning of the season. Though we just had round 1 pass and you've got round 2, but like, what's your overall goals for the season? What do you hope to achieve before the end of season 2?
I don't have a position in mind. I just want to be consistent and competitive. That's all I want. Have a bit of fun.
Okay, and Element, have you got any questions for Hill before we carry on with Q3?
Yeah. Who do you think is going to be top 3 for the start of the race?
I reckon Devil for pole. No shoals for seconds. And I think RSF1 Sons third.
Okay, there you go.
He has been looking really fast.
He can get some good times out of the softs. So I'm expecting him to be right up there.
100%.
Right, well, thank you very much for joining us in the virtual comms box, Hill. Obviously a P11 start, but it's not the end of the world, because I've seen races won from that position. You never know. We might be able to speak to you at the end of the race.
I got P4 from 18th last season, so I know
we have faith in you.
Right, well, I'll speak to you later then.
See you in a bit, mate.
Speak to you later, mate, and good luck in the race.
Thank you. Bye.
Right, so these are my very quickly. We have Verstappen who's just copy and pasted what he put earlier, but he's put it now. He put Q3 predictions, double first, and Brundle second, and JC third. No shots 4. I don't know about no shots 4. To be fair, the fact that he was 2/10 off his teammate, and his teammate was on the softs and he was on the mediums, I don't know about that.
I think it's going to be the Devil first, No Charles second, Sainz third.
Right.
Roughly what I'm thinking, maybe.
Right.
Oh, we got one from Connor. Connor T, 1,000. Mr. T sets a 127. Sorry,
Massa
128 dead. Massa 127.7. So good lap time set by Massa. The Devil 127.
No shells.
Oh, there you go. No shells. That's a 127.5.
Schumacher gets a 28.3. Right. Who's after him? It's going to be Jace Lee coming across the line now. What can he do? The beautiful McLaren driver gets 4.
127.9.
Shane is coming across the last corner. What can he set? Here we go. Can he get pole? That's a big question. Can he push his teammate off the top spot? No, he gets 7.
No, P7. That means the next car that hasn't set a time is Brundle and Sainz.
A damn America.
So Connor says first Massa, second to Bitsy, third the Devil. So Connor is looking like he wants to cheer on Haas. Same with Camo.
Yeah, let's go.
Camo's cheering on Haas. Vettel is cheering on Renault. So right now it looks like Haas is a bit of a public favourite for the F2 division in Bahrain.
Yeah. Very quickly, Primus, can we do something like, for Hush, if you keep saying Forza Ferrari, can we just give him a 10-second time penalty for a race? So we just stop saying Forza Ferrari every 2 seconds on the chat. It's just, that's all he does.
I'm afraid there's no rule against it. If he wants to cheer on Ferrari, he can.
Oh, every 5 minutes.
It's the same
every
with,
5 minutes, you see Forza Ferrari, and then he doesn't put anything else.
It's the same with Ford, though. He's saying it's Serie Ferrari, Verstappen, McLaren. There we are. Sainz, he is getting close to setting his lap. He's now approaching the last corner. see how the Red Bull does. Everyone's been saying Sainz has been very, very quick, but let's see what this Red Bull can do. He now crosses the line. P5.
Okay.
There's a Haas 1-2, McLaren 3-4, Sainz 5th, Brundle 6th. Actually, no, it's not Haas, because I just realised because on my TV the yellow and like the colours of yellow and like the
Gold.
Haas colour sort of don't go well together. So on my screen they look the same-ish because the colouring's a little bit bad. But yeah, Renault top, 2nd Haas, 3-4 McLaren, 5th Red Bull, 6th Ferrari, 7th Haas, 8th Alfa Romeo, 9th Renault, and then Alpha Tauri or Toro Rosso because it's still 2019. What was that?
Massa just lost it. I thought he just crashed. Oh my god.
Oh, I thought he was hyperventilating.
Oh my god, no, you know the right hand though. You know the wrong right hand if you keep
It's that noise you made.
Let's not talk about it, okay. Yeah, he literally just clipped it and he just went round. I thought, see you later.
Because that actually is a very lethal turn. If you catch the inside curb, off you go.
Oh yeah. Anyway, we have Easton
You
saying
went from hyperventilating to falling asleep.
pipe down element. I've never even piped up with it.
Vettel, smooth Renault P1. RSF1 racing.
What?
You okay, sir?
Right, so anticlimactic. Alright, let's go with no one.
Obviously.
Oh, well, let's go with Shane. Not that. You okay, Snow? Says RSF1 racing. No, I'm not okay. I just had a mental breakdown. You may not know this
Call
comms team, but
911 for
Sainz
Snow.
and Brundle have a rivalry around here. Yeah, cheers, I know that. I've heard them talking about it all
Snow
week
way.
long. Easton says, RSF1 says, call 911 for Snow.
But here we go. On board with Shane now, Snow. How do you think Shane's going to do now? Well, he's gotten onto another outlet. Oh, sorry, another lap now.
He's on his outlap and he's using ERS.
A little bit early though, because he's still on the out.
And he's using it a bit too early. I don't know what he's doing, but we'll see what he does anyway. But we have Easton saying that apparently I piped up on Tuesday. Of course, I beat you. I absolutely thrashed you on Tuesday. Why wouldn't I pipe up about it? Verstappen's go on Devil and have his first, and then Shane. I don't even know what's going on. Right, Shane.
Basically,
what's going on
it's
with
just because the
Shane?
Devil was out in front of Shane, so that means the Devil will be the first to set a lap time before Shane.
Why did Shane use this ERS? I'm so
I don't know.
confused.
Shane's using. No, the Devil's on an out lap. Shane's on his lap.
Yeah, but what I mean is Shane uses ERS on his outlap.
Shane was on an out lap and he's burned a lot of his ERS.
Yeah, and he's got two more straights. Well, 3 more straights to do. I don't know how he's gonna do. DR Marco's on an outlap, and we'll have a look at him after Shane because he still on that lap. The Devil's on that lap as well, but have a look at Shane. So he's got 35%.
The Devil's on an out lap, and same with
Yeah.
DRM Marco. But right now, Shane is the closest to. Oh, a little bit squirrely there coming off there.
Oh my god. That is not nice, but I think that might be a glitch because I don't know what's happening. Why he was using, it might be a glitch or not. Someone says he forgot to turn ER on his outlap. What a tit! Oh my god, that is impressive.
Whoops.
Right, anyway.
Easy.
Anyway, Shane is going to come around the last corner. You think he can get pole here, Maurice?
I don't know if he'll get pole because he's obviously burned a lot of his ERS and he
Yeah,
also lost it a little bit. Nope, he's pinned. Because he lost the back end a little bit. So he did, he did lose quite a bit of time.
Oh,
so right
that
now,
was on the gravel.
Okay, nasty there. Well, it looks fine.
No, he was on the gravel, but now he's alright.
Okay, well, let's have a look at the RM Marco because right now I know the Devil. Oh, pardon me. The Devil's out in front, but Marco is still yet to actually set a lap time.
Yeah, let's see what he can do then. He's going to
Yeah, the
open...
McLarens are split by 1,000th of a second.
Are they? Huh, that's
Yeah.
funny.
Take a look.
Oh my
Jace
God.
Lee did a 127.735. The Devil 127.736. That is that close between those McLaren. But now Marco, I'm gonna just have a little look at Marco because he's still yet to set a lap.
Yeah, I'm not
Verstappen says that there's going to be a McLaren tow inbound.
Yeah,
So
okay.
maybe a little bit
Well,
of
we'll look at
teamwork
Marco.
between
Why is
Jace
Marco...
Lee.
Right, anyway, Marco, when I come around the last corner, you can open that DRS. Can he get himself into pole?
P7.
That pushes Shane down to 10th and Schumacher on 9th.
So
oh
right
my
now,
God, the two hats are bloody towing each other down so much. They might as well
McLaren
just tow each other home.
tactic. The McLaren tactic is going on. What Verstappen said, because it looks like Jace Lee is giving a tow to the Devil, but the Devil's starting to slowly fall back. No, the Devil's actually not on a lap.
Why
He's
did it just
turned
say that
DRS
Jason's on a lap,
off.
on his out lap? What is going on with this glitch? Oh wait, the stream's lagging a bit.
Is it?
Yeah, it lagged a little bit.
Well, Jace Lee is not on a lap. He's on
But
an out lap.
Oh, it just lagged to me there.
Yeah, I think that's a driver there. Because I'm looking at the stream and the stream's still fine. That might have been Jace Lee. Massa is now providing a tow to his teammate, Mr. T. Brundle goes fastest with a 127.3. Ferrari on top. What a lap there. That's the end of Q3. Shane is out of the session now. He's in P10 for the start of the race. You actually just made Element choke. Brundle is in first place. No Showers gets second. Massa is on his lap, but he has got to Bitsy into... Jace Lee gets top! 127.325. 400s faster than Brundle. This is looking very... Mr. T goes wide. He lost a load of time. It's not going to be good for Mr. T. Massa, he's still going on the... he's still on the ball. But Brundle was on the top. Jace Lee takes top of the table.
Still not
Let's have a
over
little
yet.
Look now, Massa. Can Massa do it? He's going to cross the line.
That is going to be a good lap.
Massa for fourth to Bitsy for fourth.
What?
And now it goes Sainz sixth. That is it.
God.
Oh my God. That is incredible.
RSF1 just said meet your mics, meet your mic and die in peace. No. Cheers, bud.
Tim agrees.
I just can't believe Brundle was pole for a second there. I just choked. I just couldn't believe my eyes.
But then you choked even more when Jace Lee just suddenly went, nah.
I couldn't believe Jason Lee. Oh. Well, that is not my top
That is
three.
it. That is a classification for Q3.
Yeah, 100%. Right, let me go and get a drink because if not, I'm going to die slowly here. So I'm feeling right back.
Roger that. Just have a little bit of Coke Zero. Not sponsored, by the way. So in the top 10 is RSF1 Shane in 10th in the Renault, DRM Marco 9th in the Toro Rosso, in 8th place is the Devil in the McLaren, 7th is Schumacher, 6th is Sainz, 5th is Massa, 4th is Mr. T to Bitsy, and 3rd is No Showers, 2nd Brundle, and Jace Lee taking the lobby by storm, starts on pole for the race start. Really, really good position now for the McLaren. Because the Devil, actually no, the Devil's in 8th, so it's not a really good start for the pair of them, but, you know, not all races go bad if you're near on the, like, you know, the back of Q3. Shows how close F2 is. Devil in Australia gets pole. Now it is 8th. Bahrain. Exactly. He seems strong in Australia, but then, like, you know, in another track, true strength comes out from someone else. Because, I mean, Jace Lee, top of the table, and Brundle doing amazing as well. So, you know, you can't rule anyone out.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Oh, no, 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 no. This isn't good.
So now we're in the transition period. Yeah, RSF1 Racing, everyone has their tracks.
Don't worry, the McLaren race pace is staggering. You watch.
What's your track, Snow? Like, what's your favourite track?
I think everyone knows by now.
I'm guessing Brazil.
Wait, just wait a second until the chat just blows up with the name and just says. Jacob's Rapid. It is Brazil. I love that track. It is so sexy. It's just so smooth. It's just so accommodating. It's just, I'm getting fanny flats. It's just thinking it.
Mine is Monza. I love Monza.
Not Brazil. He's crap there. Well, I beat dyslexic in a racer, so pipe down Verstappen. Right. Anyway.
Right. So. Right now, all the drivers are going over their strategies because, as you know, Parc Ferme is on, so you cannot change setups. So the only thing you can really do at this current moment is evaluate what your strategies are going to be. So, you know, every F1 driver has... Oh, RSF1 staff says mine Singapore, Italy, and USA.
Well, that is the biggest lie ever.
Snows is the fairground on the Dodgems. Well, bumper cars. I actually remember when we did Brazil in practice last year, you know, when we were just having a bit of fun, we was doing some five-lappers, and you was commentating over your own race. He's like, oh my god, an element snow goes into the front and there. And then No Show's just shuts you up by hitting you off. Because obviously we're doing five-lappers, we're just messing about, and he just bonks you off. And what went from you going, oh, and he's in the lead and he's going to win, and then just,
Yeah, the reason I do that, right, is because there's some people in a party when I'm with some people. I only say that just to annoy them because I know they like to be quiet. So that's why I only commentate to put them off, and so it makes me better.
Well, King Denny, the guy, says, who watched 24 hours at Daytona? I didn't realise there was 24 hours going on at Daytona. AMS Eastern, I was faster than Element last season.
I had traffic to go
At
through.
Brazil.
You just had clear air, you tit. Anyway.
So currently right now, no one has readied up. So right now, it's all good. Everyone's taking their time. BMW ruled the GTLM class.
RSF1 was Vettel. I'm going to be doing the what's it called? I can't remember now. What's it called, Primus?
There you go. So,
formation.
Yep, here goes your formation lap. I did it last week, so there you go. Element, I'll hand it to you.
Look at Vettel. Right.
I'm just waiting on the devil. And then you can do your famous formation lap of the post office.
The devil is having some technical difficulties.
This could be bad for the devil. Looks like something's happening. If the devil doesn't start, because I mean he's been fine mostly, hasn't he?
Yeah, I haven't seen anything bad with this connection or anything. I don't know what it could be.
Oh, the devil did disconnect.
Did he?
I don't know what to do.
Custom grid, surely. No, it's just going to be a normal. It's going to be random Verstappen. This kid. Right. Should we restart that?
So, hopefully he might... I mean, because he has had good connection throughout. Because, I mean, if he was lagging all the way through and he... You know... He couldn't get it. And then, you know, basically, if he lagged all the way through and then he... and then he lags out. I mean, it's glitched.
Yeah, I think it's a glitch lobby. Should we?
I think purely for the fact that because he has been fine all session and then last second the game glitches, I'm gonna have to say that constitutes a race restart.
Yes.
Because I mean, if he was lagging all the way through, and like, cause actually, if he can get in his car, he might be fine. But like, his position's still gone.
Right, let me do the
like,
information lap then quickly, just to do it.
No, we won't, because if we're gonna restart, we won't do a formation lap.
Don't worry then, I won't do it.
Yeah. All right, we'll do it afterwards. But yeah, I'm gonna call a race restart purely for the fact is the Devils had pretty good connection, and then just as the last moment goes, the game decides to kick him out. So
RSF1
yeah,
Racing says
that
restart,
is
transition from
that is a race restart. If you could contact the division head and also the lobby host, we will get the grid reformed. So it has been called, ladies and gentlemen, that the restart is happening. We are fair with everyone. If the Devil was lagging a lot through the lobby and he was disconnecting and rejoining, then we would carry on. But he didn't. He's had pretty stable connection all the way through. So let's have a little look at tyres, just for the record. So everyone in the top 10, from first to sixth places on mediums, 7th, 8th, and 9th. Oh, sorry, 7th, 9th, and 10th. Were softs, and Shane's on soft as well. Yeah, we are restarting.
I've sent
take a screenshot, by the way.
The D-Hill picture.
Right, so we will restart. So if you contact the lobby host,
yeah,
to notify him of the restart.
What you leave the lobby because I will just tell him.
So we will quit out the lobby for the moment, ladies and gents. So they will see that it is a.
Yeah.
Make sure you took screenshots, by the way, Element. That'll be handy. So yeah, as RSF1 Racing says, restart transition from formation to race.
All right.
And obviously, what happened to him was in the transition. Everyone readied up, and his connection has been completely perfect. It's been fine. And then, yeah, that happens. So, if you
let me join.
If you go speak to the people in the lobby, I will remain here and hold the fort until we get the lobby back up. So until then, everyone, if you've got any Vettel SF71, is there an issue? Yes. Obviously, if a driver has been lagging quite a lot within a race, so. Obviously, it's not happened, but say, for example, if Schumacher was. Schumacher was doing all right, throughout the entire lobby. He wasn't lagging. He was all good. And then we'll get to the race, and then suddenly, Schumacher, he lags out just as we are about to begin the formation. It's in the transition from, the beginning, the end of the transition period onto the formation lap. If he couldn't start... Godsman's Slave, nothing in the rules about a restart for this, just saying that is true. It is not really in the rules, but it has been discussed. Obviously, if one person is doing really, really good, in their connection, and they lag out, well, not lag out, because the game does glitch. F1 2019 is not perfect. It'd be quite unfair for someone who's had really, really good all the way through. Oh, so I'm going to need a lobby back in. So I'm going to need an invite back in, so everyone's carrying on. Oh. But it's been called. But the thing is if because right now, look, I'm not going to get into an argument with anyone in the chat. Just saying, if someone's had a really good connection all the way through, and they get kicked out before the race literally is barely seconds away from beginning, then it's really unfair to just carry on and forget about them. So, the decision is final, it's been made, and that's that.
I'm back. Alright.
I'm not showing favoritism in any way. It's a call. If it was anyone else that had that same scenario, I would call. It is a game bug. It's a game bug. It's not the devil's fault. Have you got these screenshots?
Yeah.
If you uninclude your audio and run through it with Hill, obviously, you know. Yeah, so right now, let's get some questions in the chat while we're just waiting for the grid to reform and restart. Anyone got any questions? Obviously, to not complain about the decision for the restart. If there's any complaints about that, I'm just going to skip across and go to the next question. When is No Showers going to be put back in F1? I don't know. Is he going back into F1? Who has the most front...
Right, you ready, Jonas?
Hail King Tomo. Oh, hush. Primus, give me a wave. I'm waving. Now my neighbours are looking at me like I'm some sort of nutcase. Hail King Tomo. What happened? So in the transition from, the transition period onto the formation lap, the devil... Oh, RSF1 Vettel. Element, give us a wave. He's waving. So... Tomo, he just came back online, so he missed a little bit. So, unfortunately, the Devil, he was doing really good through the game, and then he had the game bug where he couldn't get into the race, like, last second. So, the Devil was about to miss out, and then I called a restart, mainly for the fact that his connection has been perfect all the way through. And then, yeah. Start from first, yeah. Oh, Primus, where are you finishing tomorrow? I don't know. I might. To Bitsy. The Devil was 8th. Primus is playing left back tomorrow. If you're wondering why I'm quiet, guys, it's just because Element is currently going through the reform of the grid. All good. Have you re-included your audio, Element? All good. Right. So we are now getting back underway. Thank you everyone for waiting. Obviously now it's all good. Element, you got to click spectate.
I already have.
Oh yeah, you have. Yeah, you have.
Right. So everyone in the top 10 should be on the same tires as they were before.
So yeah.
It should be.
So the decision has been made for the restart. All the drivers go onto their correct tyres. I think I remember from P1 to 6 before we began, everyone was on the soft compound tyre. No, it's not the soft compound, medium compound tyre.
Yeah,
cars 7th, 9th and 10th were on softs, but unfortunately because the Devil disconnected, I couldn't see what tyre he was on, but I'm pretty sure the Devil was on mediums.
Yeah. Right, so here we go, take 2. This should be good. So this will be good. It's all going to be good.
So now we get your famous post office formation lap.
Shut up. You do not understand how much Vettel's been pestering me to do this. You do not understand. Every single day this week. Are you doing it? Are you doing it? Right. I haven't included my audio. I have, yeah.
50 viewers as well, yeah. Great to see.
Oh my god. 50.
Thank you very much, everyone, for your patience. The race is now back on the way. Everyone's just going to make sure they're on their correct starting compound tyres, except from cars 11th to last. They are allowed to start on any compound tyre that they wish to start on, because obviously if you're knocked out in Q2, pick whatever you like.
Alright, time at 48.
Now. LR Blazer Guns.
Nick, give us a wave. I don't know who Nick is. Oh, he's me. Hello, Moya. I'm not used to people calling me my name. And you spelled my name wrong, you tit.
Right, yeah. So now we're at the transition period once again, but this time, if anything happens, we will have to continue.
Yeah.
So, but right now, it depends on obviously how the race start goes. But, touch wood, nothing happens. Get a nice start, but
Right.
Everyone's rearing to go.
It's very good. It's going to be interesting to see. Someone says, "Who's Nick?" Oh, it's me.
Who's
what a
Nick?
spanner.
Oh, me. What a spanner.
Spanners are useful, so I'm useful. Someone says, "Right, Team Alpha Romeo, get this done." You spelled Alpha wrong. Sorry. Renault is ahead of everyone. He's obsessed with just putting hashtag Renault all the time, isn't he? I don't know what his name is. I swear he loves it. Mercedes for the win. Alright. So, if anyone lags out now, we can't do anything about it. We just carry on.
I'm afraid so.
So it's going to be good. Okay, then you're what one? Element, give us no wave, give us your grid introduction. Well, he's also. I will give you the grid introduction.
Right, so we're just hanging on now. We're waiting for everyone to be ready.
Yeah. Hush says Forza Ferrari, so this is 10-second time penalty going to Bahrain. Because that's all he puts on there. Vettel with a roll face, McLaren. I think people should just get penalties now. Right, here we go for D Hills. I'm only joking, Hush. By the way,
Hey, there we go.
Right, here we go then. D Hill has readied up.
So now the lobby is reforming. The Devil has readied up. He is going in. So good to see. The Devil will start.
Please, everyone, might. Please,
So
everyone,
he
get in,
won't
I
be
beg.
missing out. There we are. So here we go. Here we go to Element Snow's formation lap.
That's up in the back, right? In 17th place, we have Josh S04 in the Mercedes. In 16th, we have Murray Con 3 in the Mercedes. In 15th, we have Tomek Brezina in the Alfa Romeo. In 14th, we have WOR Stretch 36 in the Red Bull. In 13th, we have Manwit Takash in the Racing Point. In 12th, we have iOaks 187 in the Toro Rosso. In 11th, we have RSF1 D Hill in the Ferrari. In 10th, we have RSF1 Shane in the Renault. In 9th, we have DRM Marco in the Red Bull Toro Rosso. In 8th, we have the McLaren of the Devil. In 7th, we have RSF1 Schumacher in the Alfa Romeo. In 6th, we have RSF1 Sainz in the Red Bull. In 5th, we have RSF1 Mazda in the Haas. In 4th, we have the other Haas of TX Busy who nearly loses the back end. In 3rd, we have No Shells in the Renault. In 2nd, we have the Ferrari of RSF1 Grundle. In 1st, we have Jace Lee 94 in the McLaren.
I don't know why, but that sounds like a mix of Post Office mixed with like David Attenborough.
Stop.
And in 5th place is the Wild House of Mazda.
Right,
He's
anyway.
looking to fall onto the prey of no shots in the red. Anyways, so here we go. And also he's redeemed a message. Element is the formation god. Cash in number 5 red lights going into the start of the F2 Grand Prix after the restart. And it's lights out. Oh. Jace Lee doesn't actually get off the line. He has a bad start from Jace Lee in the McLaren. We actually have a Haas go onto the grass there in the back. Brundle takes the lead of the Grand Prix, which on No Shouts is behind him. Mr. T gets up to 3rd place. So it's a very good start from Mr. T. Jace Lee falls down to 4th, the Devil 5th, Schumacher 6th, Sainz 7th, Ayox 8th, DR Marco 9th, and Massa 10th, who's fallen down 5 positions since the start. Josh Season 4 moves up to 14th place after getting past WR Stretch, so it's looking very, very good at the moment. And look at that, there's a battle going on in the mid-sector between Schumacher and the Devil. Schumacher is all over the gearbox of that McLaren. Down the inside, Schumacher goes. They're side by side. They touch wheels a little bit, but it all's still good. They're still going. Schumacher putting the pressure on. It looks like Jay Slee is actually catching up to Mr. T in the Haas. So it looks like Jay Slee is now catching up. Jay Slee got the light split trip, but he's still going on. He's now fighting for third place.
We have a big loser there who is Massa, who lost 5 positions at the start. He's now in 10th, right behind Shane, who's lost a position as well. So it's not looking very good for the Haas boy. Now running in 10th with Shane on the softs right behind him.
And it looks like DRM Marco is now, looks like he might try to get past his teammate Iox. Could we see a team orders between the Toro Rosso? Are they going to battle each other for that position on his fastest lap? Oh, look at Jay Slee. Jay Slee's actually going to try and make a move down the inside onto Mr. T into turn 1. Looks like he's going to try and do it. He's sticking it in.
DRM Marco's going to get back at him into the first corner. Going to get him in round the inside. He's going to get the outside for the second corner. He's going to get a better run going into the second straight. Can he overtake him? Going into the third corner. He's going to get too far away. I would say fourth corner, sorry. But he's just too far away. Massa just pulls away on the straight.
Jay Slee is putting that pressure onto... hang on, let's change that back. There you go. So Jay Slee is definitely putting pressure onto Mr. T in the Haas. Meanwhile, Brundle is slowly pulling away. Schumacher's actually battling the Devil yet again. The battle is happening side by side going into the sweeping left hand of the hairpin. And it looks like the Schumacher gets ahead of the Devil. So it looks like he's been put back down to 6th. Jay Slee 4th, who's now under pressure by Schumacher. Do remember, Schumacher is on the soft compound tyre, so he does have the advantage. I already have the tyres on.
Big boy.
I already know what I'm doing, lads. I already know what I'm doing. So here we go. Jay Slee is actually still over the back of Mr. T. Went a little bit wide there, coming out of there. Oh, looks like Damon Hill is actually having a little bit of fun there with the man with the cash and Josh Season 4.
Hey, Josh Season 4 has got a hell of a start.
Murray!
He started...
Let's have a little look at Murray. He's on a medium compact tyre, so he does have the
signs all over
advantage.
the back of Iox now. Can he get overtaken? He's going to go on the outside. No DRS, of course. Has he got the better straight line speed?
Oh, it's 3 wide!
Oh my god. No. Go the inside.
Massa down the inside. He gets the best of both Iox and Sainz.
Going to get the run of Iox. They're going to go side by side. Sainz going to get a better one.
Oh, Massa falls back.
He's going to have DRS. What's going to happen here? He's going to be able to get him going into the 4th corner. He's not going to be close enough, so it looks like Iox from Massa, from Sainz, from Marco, goes a bit wide outside. Shane's gone. Shane's lost the back end. He's spun around. Oh, be careful.
No, we lost Shane.
He's bugged it.
He's got no damage though. Shane does look good though. There's no damage on the car, so he doesn't have to worry about making a sudden pit stop. Murray, however, has just gotten past Damon Hill. However, they're going to continue to battle going on. Into the hairpin we go. You've got WR stretch all over the gearbox of the Ferrari. It's looking 100%. Very good for this race.
Jay
the Devil, he's now actually starting to bounce back. He's going back for Schumacher.
Schumacher's actually he's going to get the DRS off Jay Slee. Jay Slee's catching back to Toby. So we'll see what he could do. Oh, come on, Tomo. Don't say that about Shane. Bless him. He doesn't know. I'm not going to say that, actually.
Here we go. Onto the straight. The Devil. He's got DRS. Mr. T gets the fastest lap.
No shouts.
Race.
He's catching up to Brundle. He's going to dive it into the...
Oh, he doesn't. He backs off, but the Devil goes down the inside into turn 1 against Schumacher. They touch wheels. It looks like Schumacher has to back off, and the Devil retakes 5th place.
Yeah.
Very good.
Massa and Iox going side by side going into the 4th corner. Massa's going to have DRS and they're going to go side by side. Massa run the outside. Iox run the inside. They're going to touch again. Oh, Iox goes a bit wide. They're going to know one of you is going to have to yield. There'll be a teat. Good work. Massa just yields right at the end.
Massa just yields for a second, but it looks like he will be ready to bounce back in the moment. However, it looks like Murray is gaining on the man with the cash. Oh, and it looks like he almost touches the back of the racing point.
So So the two
Marco,
Mercedes
he's
have
battling
actually...
Sainz. He goes wide off the hairpin, and it looks like Sainz manages to take back that position because Marco unfortunately just went too wide as he made the move. He tried to make it stick, it didn't work, just slightly, but it doesn't matter. It looks like Marco, he wants to remake that move, you know, he wants to pounce back, and he wants to, you know, get that position. So
Brundle's going to be...
See, Massa, he's battling Ajax again. Look at that side by side going down the straight before the last corner. There is no room for error here. Look at that, they're still perfectly respectfully, well, they're respectfully giving each other space while battling. This is really good racing. Massa
This is going to have DRS. None of them have DRS. They're both...
He doesn't have DRS. I think it's because like the window or something. But Massa, he doesn't have the DRS assistance, so he can't really get past Io.
He's going to get it on this one, though.
There you go, now he's got it.
Oh, there's a battle
going on.
Oh, Murray.
Josh sees
around the inside of Murray.
Murray the cash, he gets a penalty.
Massa gets around the outside of Ajax. This time Ajax needs to position again. They're going to get side by side, though. He's
Murray the cash is actually battling Josh Caesarpool, and it sends Murray into a spin. They made contact, and that put him into a spin. Murray falls down the bottom of the grid. It's unlucky for the Mercedes. I was watching that, and they just a slight touch, and off the Merc goes. And now, unfortunately, is set poor Murray down to 17th. Has Damon Hill actually got any? No, it's not Damon. Was it Damon or Maverick? Someone that made contact with that Mercedes, and doesn't look like there's any damage.
Massa
might be alright.
That Toro Rosso there, he's getting really, really annoyed. Look at Toby Lowe all over the back of No Shows here, who's all over the back of Brundle, who's literally got Jace Lee all over the back of Toby. Jace Lee's red X. JC's red X.
He's DC'd?
Well, he's back now, but he's really lagging. He's just held up with
The Devil has tried to make the move down the inside, and he's actually gone past Jace Lee. So now the Devil can get cracking on.
Schumacher.
The Schumacher is actually trying to make a move. The Devil's actually being challenged by Jace Lee, his own teammate, but Schumacher makes a move down the inside on Jace Lee into turn 1. The Alfa Romeo shuts the door and he moves up into P5, which allows Schumacher to now attack.
Massa and Jace Lee goes up by Massa and
Jace Lee's actually got wing damage.
Has he?
Oh, and Jace, I think he actually has got wing damage, and Jace Lee almost caught the back of the
car.
car.
Sorry to cut in Primus, but Massa and Io's going around the outside. Io's going to keep the position going around the outside. Massa touches the back and he loses it a little bit. But Io's ran the outside and he kept the position.
Oh, it's close, isn't it?
Wow, Sainz and the Aramarco going to go side by side, going to the left-hander, the long left-hander. The Aramarco shoots the corner, goes off.
No chance is going to make a move down the inside at the end of the straight. He's getting a little look to try and maybe take the lead of the race. No Shaz really wants this. He is putting a load of pressure onto Brundle. Brundle actually hasn't accumulated any penalties because people were saying Brundle don't get any penalties or get some or whatever. Some people doubt No Shaz, not No Shaz, Brundle. But it looks like No Shaz made a little mistake, and that allows Mr. T to capitalise. It allows Brundle to get some breathing room. Oh, this could be close. The battle for first place is now underway within the top 3. Mr. T has definitely got the DRS. He's put it more into aggressive modes. No Shouts just can't get close enough to Brundle. And Mr. T goes down the inside into turn 1. He's trying to get a look down onto No Shouts, but no, he can't. No Shouts defends. And looks like Mr. T has to wait for that move to stick. There's battles going on. Iox and Massa are battling again.
Oh my gosh, Josh and Marco. Josh gets past Marco. Is he going to be able to get past Sainz? It's going to be too far away though, that's the problem. Massa and Iox are going literally side by side.
It's a battle between man with a cash and Marco.
Oh yeah.
Looks like Marco's now starting to feel the wear of those soft compound tyres. Into the second sector. Man with the cash makes it stick. He gets ahead.
No, he doesn't. This side by side.
Marco defends on the inside.
And look at the two guys in front of him. They're fighting as well. They're fighting everywhere. They're literally still going side by side. Oh, Marco.
Oh, the Iron Marco gets a little look, but he can't. Man with the cash has to back off because unfortunately something happened with Josh up in front.
And that's just literally going to invite. Look at D Hill.
Massa and
Look at D Hill.
Yet again.
Iox
Oh,
and
look
Massa.
at that. Massa and Iox are battling through the final sector. Side by side, they keep swapping position. Massa makes the move down the inside. Oh, they make contact. No damage done. They're still good. But oh my god, these two are just swapping backwards and forwards. They are really giving a good show here. Haas versus Toro Rosso.
He'll go up by Marco
down
into
the
the last
straight.
corner of this, just inviting Shane into this as well. So this is shit like a 5-way battle. Oh, Iox is in. No, who's in? Who's in?
Oh, it looks like there's another battle going on. 3 wide into turn 1 between Hill, Shane and Marco. Down the inside goes Hill on Marco. He gets ahead. Shane is looking at the back of that car.
No Charles and Toby going side by side. Into the second sector. Oh, that was close.
The Devil's actually gaining on Tabitzi because of the battle he's having with No Shoutouts in the second sector. It's allowing him to get close. However, Iox is now behind Massa. Massa got ahead.
Shane getting past the and Marco here. On the outside he goes into this. Oh, Tim Zeno because of a bud. Shane and Marco still going side by side into this really long left-hander. Who's gonna be breaking late? Oh, it's gonna be Marco. He overshoots the corner again.
Oh, Marco goes wide and Shane gets the upper hand and moves up into 12th place after falling down the bottom of the grid. A good recovery so far from the Renault driver.
Can I just say quickly, Primus, Iox and Massive have been fighting so much that the guys ahead of them have pulled 6 seconds.
Crikey. And it looks like Hill is getting a little look on the man with the cash. Going for the second sector. We've got a battle for
Look
9
at this battle
between Sainz
right here.
man with the cash and Hill.
The Devil all over the back of Toby. He's going to get the RS. He's going to go side by side, going into the first corner. He's going to flip this into no shot, looking at Brundle. And Devil's going to literally launch it into the first corner. He's going to be in position. Toby's going to get a better run out of the second corner, and he's going to be able to kick the position just for now, though, because the Devil's going right back at him into the fourth corner. He's going to go around the inside. Is he going to be able to take the position this time? I do not think so. He locks up while going into the corner, and Toby kicks the position. Sorry.
It looks like man with the cash has actually got in front of Hill. Sainz has gone into the pits.
Shane!
He's now gone to get a fresh... What's happened to Shane?
That was close. Oh, Shane!
Oh, Shane's gone again! Shane crashed into the wall. No real harm. Oh, he's lost a bit of his wing, but Shane is not out of this yet. Oh, that was close. Shane could have just been out the race there, but luckily his car is intact and he's fine. No shoutouts, however. He goes down the inside. Oh, Brundle! Oh, No Shoutouts, he makes it stick. No Shoutouts takes the lead of the Bahrain Grand Prix. But can Brundle retake it? It's been close racing all the way. No Shoutouts struggling to get past Brundle. And finally, he makes that move stick. Oh, this is really good racing, ain't it, Snow? This is really good racing. Because now, retaliation is about to happen. The position is going to go around the inside. Shane gets a 3 second time penalty for his light. Look at Toby smelling the back of that Ferrari and Renault. Is he going to move to the position? Going around the outside now, going into second corner. Third corner is going to have the inside. He's going to get the DRS. Is No Shells. Round the outside. He's not opening DRS. What's going on here? Maybe he's got DRS failure. But look at the top 4. This is disgusting work from them. The Ferrari and the Renault are still side by side going for the second. This is Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg. Oh, Brundle's gone! They sent Brundle into a spin! Oh my god, Brundle's gone! Come on, get back on there, get back on there. Okay, Brundle is managed to get back on there. Murray is out of the race. That would have been bad for Brundle to be in the lead and then to suddenly fall all the way down through the picking order. He managed to recover, and luckily, he managed to stay in front, so he can now try and do his best to make up ground. It was side by side. It's very true there from Gods. That side by side battle that probably was going to end in someone having a little bit of touching there in the mid sector and having a little bit of contact.
One of them had to pull out. It was one of them that had to pull out.
Unfortunately, no one wanted to surrender that position because it was the fight for first place. Right now, No Shouts is in the lead of the Bahrain Grand Prix. You know, he was winning last week. Toby has gone into the pits.
No, he just
The
releases
devil
the
stays
devil.
out. Look at that, the devil's gaining. Look how close he's getting to No Shells. What speed!
No shots at the inside. No shots at the outside.
Here we go. The devil is getting a little peek onto No Shells. Brundle had the inside. Said Unity Hush. So
he is. Look at Massa.
that.
Look at Massa side by side with Brundle again. Oh, Brundle
Oh,
with the
look
switcheroo.
at that.
The switcheroo.
They make
It's on
contact.
the inside.
They touch. That Haas is making a lot of touches there, and it looks like he's got the Toro Rosso of Iox putting a load of pressure on the back there. On the touch there.
This is good.
Hopefully no damage done there to the Toro Rosso. Look at that. That Toro Rosso is sniffing the gearbox of the Haas.
For the following corner, he didn't, and there was a load of space.
That's a discussion that can be sorted out for
Yeah,
after the
I'm not
race.
gonna-
But for
I'm
the
not gonna get
moment,
into it.
Brundle's in third. Brundle's in third. He's not out of the race.
Schumacher had to pick because he was on the softs, yeah. And he's now on 12, 1.2 seconds behind Toby. He pitted on the mediums, and that.
The Devil's actually now going to go in. So No
Okay.
Shells is staying out. So No Shells is staying out in the lead for the moment. Let's actually have a look at Schumacher, because actually no, we've got Iox moving up the order. Brundle is now back in second place. Iox third. Josh C's in fourth. Josh is in fourth.
How many positions is he up, let me check. He's up 13 positions. Oh my god. That's disgusting.
That's an amazing drive there from Josh, because Josh was down the very back of the. I think Josh was actually dead last.
Yeah, he was. Maricon retired, didn't he? He lost it going into the fourth corner. Yeah.
Oh, so that is Murray out. He did his best, but in the end, there's always China next week. It's not the end of the world, but for the moment, there's still one Merc in the race, and he is in fourth, and he is doing pretty well. Let's have a little look, because the Devil is actually starting to have a little bit of fun with Toby again. These two just, they can't stay away from each other. They really like battling.
100%. So look at these two are just literally. So Toby actually gets out ahead of the Devil, and Schumacher's not far behind. So look at these three. The question is No Shells going to pit?
Iox is actually gaining on Brundle. Do remember, because of Brundle's incident, it's obviously not going to do his tyres any favours, which obviously Iox hasn't had that bad of a run yet. He hasn't had a spin or anything like that. Let's have a look at the leader right now. Man with a cash.
No Shells stays out, Brundle's in. Iox follows him. So does Josh.
Yep. 22.5 seconds separate Brundle and Toby. Can this work?
Toby's already going fast. Actually.
Can Brundle stay out?
Devil's going around the inside of Toby here, going for second position, I think this will be, and he gets it done even before going into the first corner. It's a great little overtake from the Devil there, and Brundle comes out behind Massa.
So Tabitsi is battling with the Devil. WR Stretch is in fifth. Tomic Bresma in fourth. Damon Hill third. Man with a Cash is in second. And No Shells is in first. So that is a really good battle going on. And Schumacher is actually getting all on the back of Toby. Toby is retaliating again onto the Devil. These two just keep swapping. It's almost like Massa and Iox.
Yeah. Oh, why is Toby not opening his DRS?
Oh, I think Toby's got a DRS problem.
Josh,
season 4, 3-second time penalty. Because Toby couldn't turn on his DRS, so he couldn't gain the advantage.
Josh could actually be here for some good could be on here for some good points here, because he's only 1.3 seconds behind Jay Slee. and he's only 6 tenths behind Io. So
No Showers has finally pitted
Good
after racing for 14 laps on those medium compound tyres, and now onto the hards. Man
The
with
Devil's
the
going
cash,
to come ahead of him.
racing JC.
Davy's going to get him. So Schumacher.
Oh no, so No Showers has fallen behind them. Oh, that's not done good, because obviously No Showers is on cold hards. So he doesn't have the warmth in the tyres, so not that much grip until he can get some temp or heat in there. Oh my god, he chucks it down the inside! Oh my god!
What the hell?
That was a very late break. Oh my god, that almost took out Schumacher. Oh, good reaction. I think because obviously No Showers wanted to try and move up. Obviously cold tyres means it's going to affect his braking as well. And as he tried to get the late braking to try and make a move on Schumacher, obviously he didn't have the heat. Oh.
Right.
So,
just very quickly.
but now he's got some heat. He's now gaining on Schumacher again.
Vettel says element is feeling good. No, mate, I've got a migraine right now. Nathan just says, oh, sorry.
Oh, you've got a migraine?
Maricron says, my controller died and my car just went straight into Tomic. Really annoying considering I was spun around earlier by the racing point and clawed my way back into the queue. Was feeling confident pulling moves on Schumacher and stretch. Maricron here. Whoa, no need that. My god, that's not very good. Who got a penalty?
Hush says being a bit too aggressive there, need to calm down, No Shells. That's what Unity Hush has commented into the chat. The Devil, however, he is opening the gap between him and Toby, because right now Toby is stuck behind the Red Bull of WOR stretch. So
here comes No Shells on Schumacher.
Him.
Schumacher's going to go defensive. No Shells is literally going to send it anyway around the inside. He's going to... Oh, he overcooked that.
It goes wide.
He overcooked that nicely. That is not good for him. That is not very good. Look at Brundle and Massa, by the way. Look at Brundle and Massa. So the 1/10 separate them. He's going to get the RS on the straight. Is he going to be able to send it over on the inside? No, he's not. He's going to keep it going. And he's going to go around the outside to keep position. Oh, they touch a little bit. They touch again. And they're going to keep going side by side going into this corner. Brundle's going to have the inside going for the next one. Remember what happened earlier? Brundle, be careful.
Oh, Brundle gets it.
And Brundle gets a position.
Brundle, making a redemption from the incident that he had earlier, makes the move stick and gets ahead. P9 he goes. And right now, remember, cars in first, second, third and fifth have not pitted. So if Brundle can make up some time, he could potentially get a good maybe top 5 finish. Tomic Bresner is gaining on Hill.
Signs of Marco, that's it. Oh my god, yeah, Brezina. Brezina's going to still be out on the medium, so I think to be fair, I think they're going to be in a good place.
Really, really good battles going on there.
Everywhere. Dawn Bresner from
Bresner, he's making that move. Mr. T gets into fifth, finally past WR stretch. Oh, and a little bit of late braking there from
No Charles.
Bresner. Allows him to
No Charles side by side with Schumacher, and he's going to get the position. Oh, Schumacher puts his nose in. Oh, that was so close. It would be a horrible, horrible crash. But anyway, Schumacher on the inside is going to have the ERS for this straight here. Is he going to be able to make the position? He's put it on low ERS. He gets a bit too much curb going into that corner. But anyway, he's going to go side by side. He just gives no chance.
Oh! Schumacher had to back away there because that could have been a bad result if they touched there. You know, they've been both racing hard, but could have been a horrible incident if they touched.
Schumacher knew when to sort of let him just go for that corner.
Yeah, there's a time and a place, and Schumacher thought, you know what, that's not the place.
Yeah.
But right now, the Devil is finally caught up to Tomic Bresner and Damon Hill. If the Devil can't get past these guys, it could allow Mr. T the ability to close that gap.
Well, these two don't have to let him through. These two are just fighting for position. So
yeah, they're racing.
This could really be bad for the Devil.
That could allow Mr. T to make up that ground that he is losing to these guys. And it looks like Tomic Bresner is going into the pits. The Devil wanted that slipstream just for that last little bit.
Now we've got D-Hill to worry about. Is D-Hill going to let him through easily though? That's the question.
Schumacher and No Charles are battling yet again. Looks like Schumacher's falling down a little bit.
McLaren
Battle
will do
now,
well, says Tomo.
Between Ayox and Massa again! Involving Jace Lee. There's a free car battle for 8th place.
Josh is not far away either. Just let you know.
So it could turn into 4. And actually, they're all gaining on Brundle.
Because Brundle's going to catch up to Schumacher as soon as ASAP.
This is really good racing here from these guys. Can Massa defend? Because I had to say, throughout most of this race, Ayox and Massa have been battling a lot.
Yeah.
Go at the end of the straight. Can they do it? Oh, Ayox is still looking like he's trying to get a look. The Devil actually getting a little look onto Damon Hill. He can't get past him.
Man with the Cash is in. The man with the Cash is in. And the D hit. Oh my god, the Devil's actually following D Hill.
Hill's gone in. The Devil is as much slipstream as he can get. The Devil takes the lead of the Bahrain Grand Prix. Mr. T now second, and No Show's third.
Schumacher fourth, Brundle fifth.
Oh, and Ayox, he gets a look down the inside into turn 1 on Massa. These guys have been fighting non-stop, and Ayox actually makes it stick. He gets ahead of Massa. Ayox moves into 6th place, and now he's actually charging onto Brundle because he's still got that DRS.
100%, yeah. That was the people we're going to watch out for is the guys in the mediums. They're going to be rapid, especially man with the Cash. He's now in 10th. He's already in the point with the mediums.
Oh dear. And it looks like Massa is trying his best to get to Ayox. And Jace Lee is still there. You know, that one McLaren.
Ayox is already in the DRS of Brundle. Brundle's already in the DRS to Schumacher.
What?
It's all over the place.
The battle's going on here. I did say Brundle would come out 5th after most of those guys pitted.
Yep.
But now it looks like Brundle's got a little bit of a problem because he's got to get past Schumacher, but now he's got a fast approaching Ayox behind him with Massa as well.
But the question is, the Schumacher, of course Schumacher's going to be defending, but is he going to defend more that he would normally, just so that he could back him up into the other 4 cars behind?
But Tomek Bresner actually gaining on Sainz. It's hard to say because that battle is very, very close between those guys. I actually have a feeling we might see Tomek Bresner get past Sainz here.
Well, look at
Brundle
here,
Schumacher
into the first corner, going to make it into the... Oh, Schumacher just squeezes in. But Brundle...
Oh, they
going to make a
touch!
touch with Schumacher. Schumacher goes a bit wide, or goes off the track actually, going into the 4th corner. And look at the Toro Rosso. Ayox having a little look. Schumacher gets a bit too much curve, but that's not going to make his run any better. Ayox is looking for it. Brundle gets 4th, Schumacher 5th, and Ayox 6th. Yeah.
Ayox is looking at the gearbox of the Alfa Romeo. He wants to make it go, and he does it! Ayox sends it down the inside into the hairpin, but it looks like Schumacher gets a better run, and that allows him to close that door and keep him at bay.
Oh, massive. Murray says, let's go, Josh, do it for the silver arrows. Well, if we can catch up and get DRS on those 4 guys, he could be in for a treat here.
He could be. If Brundle actually has a slight advantage over Schumacher with younger tyres, and Ayox is actually going to try and send it down the inside on Schumacher. It's looking very close there. Ayox is determined to get past the Alfa Romeo. Look at this battle going on for 5th place between Ayox and Schumacher.
Schumacher's
this is really close racing.
They're both going to get
Ayox has been battling Massa the entire time. He's fighting for the top 5. Schumacher looks like he's trying to maybe get a little look. He cannot. Schumacher can't get the look. Massa is now getting a peek. Bresner is actually fighting with Sainz. Actually, no, Sainz has gone in. I thought because he was gaining on Sainz for a moment there. But the battle's close because Jace Lee is all over the back of Massa. He's getting a little look round the outside. The chat has gone silent at the amazing battles that we are seeing. It's lap 20 of 29, and the battles have not stopped since the beginning of the race. There's been no dull moments.
100%. It's such a good race.
Look at that. And
Right.
Massa is
Look at
still
Massa.
going to
Look
try
at
and make
Massa.
a move. Let's have a little look at Massa and Slee, because Jay Slee is barely, he's not that far behind. Oh, Iox is actually getting a little look at Brundle. Connor has says no lies. This is actually one of the best races I've ever seen. He cannot believe it. Gary, 2nd to 8th is so close. He is not wrong there.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a little gap between No Shows and Brundle.
Now
But
look
still,
at Iox. Look at Iox all over the back of Brundle. Is gonna can that DRS? Can he make the position? He's gonna just sweep around and
Oh,
see you
down the
later, mate.
inside!
Ooh,
He's
Massa.
going to go into turn 1. He shuts the door.
Massa side by side with Schumacher going into the first corner. Schumacher gets a bit of the curve. That's what we're doing well. And look at Jason. He getting a bit of a look. And look at Josh now. He's so close to them. He's about 1.1 seconds for him. Anyway, here comes Schumacher again on Massa with DRS. Can he make the move? Schumacher, he can't. So it looks like Schumacher's gonna bite his lips and just stay behind Massa for now.
And that's a very good move there from Iox. He's been battling Massa the entire way, and he's now moved up into 4th. But the thing is Brundle ain't done. Brundle is still there. We got a nice helicopter shot. Look at that. That's what I was waiting to see. Of a really close battle for 4th place between Brundle and Iox.
I've not got it.
Here we go, DRS. Do keep in mind that Iox has used a lot of battery to
Can I just
try and
say,
get past Brundle.
very quickly, Primus, look at the gap between No Charles and Toby now.
Oh my god, No Shows has closed that gap. However, the Devil has opened the gap between him and Toby. So it looks like the Devil is taking it away from 8
How much
to
ERS
1st.
No Charles got compared to Toby?
Oh,
This
Jay
is
Slee gets a
disgusting.
3-second time penalty.
Look at the ERS. Look at the ERS between bloody No Charles and Toby. That is disgusting.
Oh, Toby's got nothing. Meanwhile, No Shows has got a charged battery.
Wow. And he's still catching him up. Here's wonders.
53 viewers, by the way. Thank you for
Apple.
arching. Well, no, it's come back down to 46. We spiked up at 53 for a moment. It's just because it's a little bit delay on the Xbox. So a battle for 2nd is
Look
now
at
coming
Brundle.
up. And we
Look
can
at
see-
Brundle and Iox side by side. Brundle on the other side. Oh, they touch.
Oh, they
keep
touch!
They
No
keep
damage.
touching wheels. Wow. Look at Josh now. Look at Josh now.
Oh, Josh is getting all over the back of Jay Slee. Jay Slee's actually got tyres that are 6 laps older than Josh. So Jay Slee is definitely going to struggle. He's also being held up by the battle going on between Schumacher and Massa. Because he's been sitting at the back for quite a while. Magic Marks, hello there. He's gone a little bit of a chuck in there. Been a while since I heard from him. Because Josh is definitely looking to try and take 8th place from Jay Slee. Because I think Jay Slee's got a 3-second time penalty, but I don't know if Josh has got it.
I'll check for you if you want. I'll check all the penalties in the top 10.
No Shows. Look at No Shows. Here comes the move. He's trapped it into mode 4. He has got that battery to attack with the DRS.
Oh my God.
Look at that. He just saw past the hat and he shuts the door. No Shows into 2nd place. That is incredible.
Brundle and Iox. Brundle and Iox.
At it again. DRS given to the Ferrari. It's Honda versus Ferrari. Into the next corner. Brundle sent it down the inside. They were the opposite way round. Oh, and it looks like the Toro Rosso had to go wide coming out of that corner. Brundle retakes 4th place. Oh, yeah. DRM Marco. He's trying to make the climb. He just needs a couple more positions to maybe take 10th place. But the thing is, he's got Tomek Brezina and Man with a Cash on softer tyres that are younger than his hards. It might seem a little bit distant from Marco, but he can never give up. Look at Josh. Josh Season 4 is a 4-man battle between Massa, Schumacher, Jay Slee, and Josh Season 4. No, Randall's gone!
He hasn't lost any from windows, so he's still going fine. But he's just lost it completely.
Oh! And Josh Season 4 is putting the pressure onto Brundle.
God, Josh.
Oh, Brundle stays up ahead. Oh, Brundle was fighting really, really well up ahead.
Brundle's farting.
Suddenly he falls down. He's got Josh Season 4 all over the back of him.
Josh sends it.
Oh, Josh goes in a little bit of a spin there. Back end kicks out, but he stays the same position, so Josh is still fine.
Cameron says, why did I leave the party? What party are you on about?
Oh, Damon Hill and Marco are fighting. Marco is definitely... Oh, look at that. Marco just crossed that corner there. But he's fallen back down. So unfortunately, Marco... Marco's actually still game. Here we go. Looks like Massa's actually... Oh, Massa's run a bit deep going through the hairpin. He almost caught straight up to Ayers.
Oh my god, with all this batting in, Luca's joined. Luca's in 10th.
Oh, the man with the cash! He is joining the party. Man with the cash joins the battle.
Let me check the penalties quickly, Primus. The Devil hasn't even got a warning. Same with no
shells. Got a single warning by the Devil.
And no shells. Toby's got one warning. Ayox has one warning. Massa has 2 warnings. Schumacher has 1 warning. Brundle has 2 warnings. Josh has a penalty. Basically has 2 warnings. A penalty. And Man with the Cash is a penalty.
Man with the Cash is looking at Jay Slee though. He's really getting on the gearbox on the McLaren, but can he make the move go? He's on the second DRS zone straight away. He's not quite close enough. Massa, however, this battle has gone on multiple times, time and time again. Massa has just been fighting Ayox all the way through the race. It's either been in the midfield or just near on in the top 5. This is incredible driving between these two.
Oh,
Shane gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding it. Oh no, Shane's retired from the session. How many penalties for Mr. T?
There are Marcus left. They're going to run back with him.
Oh dear. Has Mr. T got any penalties? That's a good question.
No, he's got more than.
So Massa is trying to catch up to Ayox. Right now, Ayox has statistically got a slight advantage due to 1 lap younger tyres, but he's got no battery. Massa is practically 2/3 of the way. So this is really close. Schumacher actually falling a bit behind. Brundle's gaining on Schumacher. Josh Season 4 is keeping it in there, sticking it in. Here we go. I don't know how many rounds these guys have battled throughout this entire race. Round the outside, Massa goes onto Ayox. Ayox, however, keeps it on the right-hand side. This battle will continue. No, Massa just gets a bit of a better run, and he gets up into 4th place. There we go. Marco is back. It's good to have him back in to finish the race.
Mason, No Shows has nothing. Not even a single warning.
No Showers has been doing really, really well. Connor says Showers has a 3-second penalty for sure. Well, unfortunately, you're incorrect. Well, not unfortunately, fortunate for No Showers, because he's been driving really, really well. He's still keeping with it. Actually, I think Mr. T is actually slowly closing the gap between him and No Showers.
No, it didn't.
2.8 seconds separate him.
Yeah. Well, no, the thing is, right, Toby is pushing like mad, but No Shells has literally got 70%, and he's not even pushing like he's just Sunday drive. Oh my god, remember the catch was Jace Lee. What the hell happened to them? Jace Lee's lost a lot of time. Look at this freeway battle between Josh Brundle and Schumacher, and we got Ajax and Massa up ahead, but we'll keep with these guys very quickly as it's looking very tasty. Brundle is going to go around the inside of Schumacher, and Ajax is going to go around the inside of Massa. Ajax is going to get the position of Massa. Is Brundle going to get the position as well? Can he do it? It's just going to get a little look.
Oh, Brundle gets ahead into 6th, and that allows Josh to put pressure on Schumacher. Schumacher gets a little look back again, down the inside, trying to get a look at Brundle. Josh though, Josh is biding his time, he's waiting for that opportunity. Look at that Mercedes just holding there, waiting for Schumacher to give him the opportunity. And there he goes, Josh is trying to send it down the inside into Schumacher, but just not yet. This racing has been spectacular throughout.
Stadium, the respect to one another while battling this day. Some guys in a freaking run.
There you go, down the inside. Oh no, he doesn't! Ajax can't get past Massa just yet. He's still just going to go at it time and time again. Let's have a little look at position changes. Right now, the car that's made up the most positions is Josh Season 4.
Well, the devil
went from 8th to 1st. Let's look at Josh. Josh is all over Schumacher. I think we're going to see this Mercedes finally make the move. RSF1 K-Mag. Shots fired. Here we go. Josh, Season 4. He's going to go down the right-hand side.
Look at Ajax and Massa again.
Josh, Season 4 makes the move down the inside on the Alfa Romeo, this Mercedes. And Alfa Romeo touch a little bit, and Josh falls back. Oh, pardon me, that had to cost. Oh, look at that! The Ajax and Massa, they're fighting it again.
Wow.
These two have just been constant. They do not disappoint.
100%. They don't, do they?
I'm knackered just watching these guys battle.
Oh, Massa goes a bit deep.
Oh, Massa goes a bit deep. Whoopsie. I'm trying to look up. I was on the tyre menu still. Sainz get fastest lap of the race. Schumacher is still being pressured by the Merc. We've got 1 lap to go. The Devil, however, is still sitting comfortably in 1st place. Massa gets a 3-second time penalty. That could be good for Brundle to put Brundle up into P5.
Man with the cash gets another one as well. Man with the sees Josh is looking all over the back of Schumacher right now. Brundle all over the back of Massa now. Can he meet the overtake? He's going to get the RS, but so is Massa. He's going to be the quickest one. Brundle's not really catching a lot, is he? He's not closing the gap as much as he would like to, but he's going to send it anyway. Into the inside he goes. Can he get a bit of run? Massa!
Oh! And Massa touches a Ferrari!
And Josh got past Schumacher.
Oh, what move by Josh just under our noses. Wow. Very good work there. And that means now Massa has got a problem. He cannot finish ahead of Brundle or Ajax now.
We need to talk about driver's day, mate.
I'm going to have to give it to Ajax.
Are you?
Yeah, he's been fighting. He's made up 8 positions since the start, and he's been battling. Ajax has not disappointed for fights throughout the entire race. He's actually got Brundle to deal with. I have to say, definitely driver of the day for me is Ajax.
What do you guys think in the comments? Ajax for me, I would have said either Massa, Schumacher, or then Brundle, because he got spun off, didn't he? And that struggled, but is Massa going to be able to get Ajax in? And the Devil takes the win.
The Devil wins the Bahrain Grand Prix, followed by No Shells in 2nd place. Mr. T takes 3rd place. Well done to Mr. T. Ajax, he secures 4th place. Nice work from Ajax. Brundle gets 5th.
Schumacher
Schumacher
gets 6th because of
obviously
penalties.
Massa and Josh Season 4 both had penalties. But yeah, I'm going to have to give driver of the day to Ajax. Throughout the entire race, Ajax has been battling nice and hard with Massa, Brundle, and everyone else. And he has some 4-car battles. Secures 4th place. It's going to have to be Ajax.
Some people are saying the devil driver of the day, show driver of the day, Shane for getting off the line. Oh my god, my cracking. Here comes Sainz.
Sainz, after being, racing hard, and he's had a couple of moments within this race. RSF1 Sainz comes to finish. Oh, slowing down before the line. 14th. DRM Marco, he does stick it though. Patience, however, I know he's 15th, he doesn't score any points, but patience can be rewarding. Well done to DRM Marco.
Vettel says driver of the day, both
the
F1 drivers, level and the no-shows.
As much as I'd say for Devil, he did really good. I'm going to have to say I'm sticking by Ajax.
Fair enough.
So now, while you get the top 3 in, are we going to agree that Ajax gets driver of the day?
No.
Who do you think?
No, I'm really joking. Ajax. Yeah, Ajax can have it.
Alright, Ajax has secured driver of the day, without a doubt. He had earned
Vettel.
that. That was incredible driving. Everyone's voting you. You're not even driving.
Formation lap. Right, let me get them in. Yeah, do you want to do the rundown of the grid?
Yep, I'll go over the classification. So, after a really intense race all the way through, after the restart, Murray does not finish in 17th, with Shane in 16th, DRM Marco 15th, RSF on Sainz 14th, WR Stretch 13th, RSF on Damon Hill 12th, Tomek Bresner 11th, Jay Slee scores a first point in 10th, Man with the Cash 9th, Josh Season 4 8th, Massa 7th, Schumacher 6th, Brundle 5th, Ajax 4th with driver of the day, Mr. T gets 3rd place, No Showers gets 2nd. That's a very good finish there from No Showers after his win last week, and the Devil gets 1st place in the Bahrain Grand Prix. Very, very good work from those guys. So let's just wait for everyone to get in. So there's the Devil.
I just want to say
Showers.
thank you to everyone for voting me as driver of the day. I had a hell of a race.
But unfortunately, mate, it's got to be given to Ajax. So, you three, have you included your audio in the chat?
Yep.
Right, so, Element, I'll do 3rd, you do 2nd, I do 1st?
Yeah, go on.
Roger that. Mr. T! Toby,
hello.
It's been a while since I've spoken to you, mate. Last time we spoke, we was actually rivals in F4.
Indeed.
P3, after a very strong battle, good teamwork there between you and Massa, swapping, giving each other the toe. But in the end, Massa suffers a little bit, but you brought some good points home for Haas. How do you think your day's been?
Been pretty good. I think qualifying we could have done better. Massa should have been in front of me because he was getting a 27.2. So I was quite shocked that he was behind me. I mean, the first couple of laps are a bit tasty at times, having Jace Lee behind me, trying to keep him behind. And then the Devil slowly creeping up on me. Had to keep him back for a bit so I could stay with No Shao, but yeah, decent. On edge most of the time, but fun times.
Well, the biggest thing is that, like, you, for a moment there, you and the Devil seemed like you was going to battle it out, but then he just pulled away from you. Like, do you feel like he was just, like, untouchable near the end?
When I was in front of him 2 laps before, I had my DRS broken. So when he overtook me, I couldn't do anything. It was quite demoralising, so I just watched him slowly go past. So I had to save more ARS and then save fuel to be able to like sort of match the DRS in a sense, to be able to keep up and not let Schumacher potentially contend with us. So yeah.
Well, congratulations, Toby, on getting third place. No Charles, I'm going to hand it to you to interview No Charles in second.
No Charles, I'm going to hand it to you to interview No Charles and say, right, okay.
I'm tired. It's been a very long race. Element, interview No Charles. That's
No
better.
Charles.
I correct myself.
No Charles, we see each other again on the podium. Second for you today. How did you think your race went? Do you think you could have gotten the win if you didn't? Because you pitted a bit too late. Do you think you should have pitted a bit too early? Maybe that was a game changer for you.
Yeah, the strategy was kind of difficult to tell, and I kind of just went with what my engineer said, so that kind of let me down, yeah.
But either way, you had a great race. You started, but you had a great race. Either way, you finished second. How are you looking for next week?
Pretty good. China should be an alright track for me, and hopefully I can have a bit of a cleaner drive than I did today.
Yeah, you had some great battles today, but well, you had a great race today. I think that puts you first in the standings now, as you get a good load of points from today's race. So congratulations for that. But Primus, you have any questions for our P2?
No, I don't have any questions for him at the moment. Actually, yeah, I have one actually. At one point, you and Schumacher were battling really, really hard because I know you needed to push on to get to second. What was your mindset because you had quite a long battle with him actually, but how did it feel to finally get past Schumacher?
It felt pretty good just to get the clean air and catch everyone else, and throughout it was kind of difficult because I was still thinking about previous things in the race, so I was a bit like off my mind a bit and just try to think about other things when I should have been thinking about that. But when I got past, it was just an easy drive.
Fair play. And that's it from me. No more questions. Now on to the Devil, the race winner. So you had bad luck last week in Australia, and today is redemption day for you, the Devil. You started P8 after having a bit of a poor qualifying session because you was fighting in the top 5 a lot for most of the qualifying, and then suddenly look at you took the race win, and once you got the clean air you just started to slowly get away. But how's your day been for you, mate?
Yeah, it was pretty decent. Yeah, like you said, a bit of redemption for Australia. I thought I should have won that one, but my mistakes. Qualifying was, I think I could have qualified around about the top 3, but me and Jace Lee decided that he would have the toe, and I would have the toe for China, so I gave that up. I messed up my first lap, which is, I think I could have done maybe a 1:27.5, which still would have put me around that top 5, so that was still my mistake. Obviously got a bit lucky with the lads restarting, don't know what happened there, but yeah, I think I had a pretty decent start. I didn't want to fight, so I just kicked back from everybody, saved all my ERS, all my fuel, and by the time I got that clear air, I used everything to get away. Yeah, and it was pretty decent. The tyres held up brilliantly. Yeah, and it was quite fun in the end.
Yeah, because you had a good few battles there as well, because you had to push your way through the grid at the beginning, and then after the pit stop you sort of gained a bit of an edge, because it looks like on those hard compound tyres that you just were soaring.
Yeah, I saw that in practice. I was definitely much better on the hards. They felt really nice, and I could literally just full throttle out of the corners, most of them, and yeah, the hards didn't feel it. I think I did about a good 15-16 laps, and yeah, I still only had around 50% on my rears, so the tyres were brilliant. It was quite fun in the end.
And Element, have you got any questions now for the Devil before we wrap up for today?
No, I think you've covered most. I think you've covered most of it. but congratulations on the win. Congratulations to everyone today. Great race to watch. When you watch it back, you'll be going mental, the same as we were. But great race
We're
today,
knackered,
lads.
So
Cheers.
to go over the classification one more time before we wrap up today for F2. For third place, it had to go to Mr. T. Drove nice and hard and battled well. No Show's second after also battling quite hard with Brundle and everyone else and Mr. T. And then to take the win today was the Devil after pushing his way through the midfield up to the top. And driver of the day goes to Iox for giving us a tremendous battle. He made up 8 positions from where he started and throughout the entire way was battling with RSF1 Massa. So very well done to those 4 drivers. And please join us tomorrow at 8 o'clock for F4. Well, Monday, 8 p.m, like it would normally be for F4. If you want to see any of the results posts, please go follow RSF Racing Series F1 on Twitter and Instagram if you want to keep up to date on any news and posts. But for the moment, I'm Primus Gaming, and with me was Element Snow. Thank you for joining me today, mate. And we will see you guys tomorrow with F4.
Bye.